Welcome to Power Electronics tutorials. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about characteristics of SCR. In this tutorial, we are going to concentrate on these topics. That is, first one is use of characteristics. Means what is the use of knowing the characteristics. And second one is the types of the characteristics. Third one is concept of elementary circuit diagram. Then static characteristics, concept of latching and holding currents. Next, dynamic characteristics and representation of static and dynamic characteristics. We are going to discuss about each and every topic in detail. Coming to use of characteristics, by knowing the characteristics, we can analyze the performance of any power semiconductor device. Not only power semiconductor device, we can analyze the performance of any equipment or any device. For example, by knowing the character of a human being, we can conclude that that person is a good person or bad person. Similarly, by knowing the characteristics of device or equipment, we can conclude that that device or that equipment is reliable or not. That's the use of knowing the characteristics. The SCR characteristics can be classified into two types. Okay, the characteristics of SCR can be classified into two types. Those are static VI characteristics and dynamic characteristics. Again, dynamic characteristics can be classified into two types. That is dynamic characteristics during turn on time of SCR and dynamic characteristics during turn off time of SCR. Now we are going to discuss about what's the difference between static and dynamic characteristics and what are the different types of characteristics during turn on period and turn off period of SCR. Coming to static VI characteristics, the name itself suggests the meaning of these type of characteristics. Here the meaning of static is constant, means the characteristics which are constant with respect to time are nothing but static VI characteristics. For obtaining these characteristics, we require one basic circuit diagram. That basic circuit diagram is called elementary circuit diagram. Like in elementary school, we are going to learn the basic knowledge. Okay, here also this elementary circuit diagram is the basic circuit diagram for obtaining the static VI characteristics. Coming to elementary circuit diagram, okay, this is the elementary circuit diagram. That is in this is the thyristor, okay. That is anode and cathode of a thyristor are connected to the external voltage source through load. External voltage source through load, and gate terminal of thyristor is connected to one more voltage source EG through variable resistor RG and switch. That is the construction of elementary circuit diagram. Same is explained here. That is anode and cathode of a elementary circuit diagram is connected to voltage source through the load. That is anode, cathode connected to external voltage source through the load. Similarly, the gate terminal of elementary circuit diagram is connected to another voltage source through the switch and variable resistor. That is another voltage source is EG. This is connected to the gate terminal through variable resistor RG and switch S. Now by using elementary circuit diagram, we are going to obtain the static VI characteristics. Now consider case 1. In this case, we are going to keep the switches open and we are going to apply the negative voltage across anode and cathode. That is nothing but here this switch, we are going to keep this switches open and we are going to apply the negative voltage between anode and cathode. By applying the negative voltage across anode and cathode, anode becomes negative and cathode becomes positive. Then the junctions J1 and J3 comes into reverse bias, which are act as a open circuit. Similarly, junction J2 comes into forward bias and which is act as a short circuit. Okay, this concept we already discussed in previous video, that is working of SCR. Due to the reversed biased junctions J1 and J3, there is no possibility for current for flowing from cathode to anode due to the open circuit of junctions J1 and J3. But due to the presence of minority charge carriers, there is a possibility for small amount of reverse leakage current of the order of nanoamperes which can flows from cathode to anode. Cathode to anode. Okay. If we further increase this negative voltage, at particular value of this negative voltage, the width of junction J1 and junction J3 decreases and comes into forward bias, means the junctions J1 and J3 breakdowns and comes into forward bias. This phenomenon means the voltage at which breakdown occurs at junctions J1 and J3 is called avalanche breakdown, and the voltage at which this avalanche breakdown occurs is called reverse breakdown voltage. Due to this reverse breakdown voltage, junctions J1 and J3 comes into forward bias. Due to the forward biased junctions, there is a possibility of high amount of reverse leakage current. There is a possibility for high amount of reverse leakage current which is flowing from cathode to anode. Due to this high amount of reverse current, there is a chance to damage the SCR. So we have to limit this high amount of reverse leakage current. This is about the case 1. Coming to case 2, in this case also we are going to keep the switches open, but we are going to apply the positive voltage across anode and cathode. That is, we are going to keep this switch. This switch is open and we are going to apply the positive voltage between anode and cathode. Due to the positive voltage, anode becomes positive and cathode becomes negative. Then junctions J1 and J3 are in forward bias, which are act as a short circuit, and junction J2 is in reverse bias, which is act as a open circuit. Due to the reverse biased junction J2, there is no possibility for current flowing from anode to cathode, but due to the presence of minority charge carriers, there is a possibility for small amount of forward leakage current of the order of microamperes which is flowing from anode to cathode. Okay, this is about second case. In second case, we are going to apply the positive voltage between anode and cathode by keeping the switches open. So there is a possibility for small amount of forward leakage current which is flowing from anode to cathode. Coming to third case, this case is somewhat interesting case. In this case also, we are going to apply the positive voltage across anode and cathode. After applying the positive voltage, by keeping the switches open, we are going to gradually increase this positive voltage across anode and cathode, or by keeping this positive voltage as constant, by closing this switch, we are going to inject the charge carriers. By using this external voltage source. By injecting charge carriers, by keeping the voltage between anode and cathode as constant, or by opening this switch, we are by gradually increasing the voltage between anode and cathode at particular voltage. The width of junction J2 is decreases and it finally comes into forward bias, which is act as a short circuit. The voltage at which the junction J2 comes into forward bias is called forward breakover voltage. Due to the short circuit of junction J2, there is a large amount of current. There is a possibility for large amount of current flowing from anode to cathode. Why? Because here all the junctions J1, J2 and J3, all the junctions act as a forward bias and short circuit. So there is a possibility for current which is flowing from anode to cathode, and SCR act as a closed switch. SCR act as a closed switch. That is about the three cases for drawing the static VI characteristics. Now by using this analysis we are going to draw the static VI characteristics of SCR. This is the analysis of three cases. That is, in first case we are going to apply the negative voltage. Okay, due to the application of negative voltage we are going to get the small amount of reverse leakage current. If we increase the this negative voltage at particular voltage value, we can get the increment in reverse leakage current, and in this case SCR act as a open circuit. Coming to second case, in second case we are going to apply the positive voltage. Due to the positive voltage we are going to get the small amount of forward leakage current. In this case also SCR act as a open circuit. Now coming to third case. In third case we are going to increase the voltage between anode and cathode, or by keeping this voltage as constant, by closing the switch S we are going to injecting the charge carriers by using the external voltage source. Due to this we are going to get the increment in forward leakage current at particular voltage. That voltage is called the forward breakover voltage. Means SCR starts conducting. SCR starts conducting means SCR is in short circuit condition. Under short circuit condition the voltage value is negligible or zero and current value is increases. Now by using this analysis we are going to draw the static VI characteristics. Now we are going to draw the static VI characteristics by using above analysis. On x-axis we are going to take the voltage VA, on y-axis we are going to take the current, that is IA. In first case we are going to apply the negative voltage. We are going to apply the negative voltage. Due to this negative voltage we are going to get the negative current, that is small amount of reverse leakage current. That is, we are going to apply the voltage, so we are going to get the small amount of reverse leakage current. If we further increase this voltage at particular voltage, this current is suddenly increases. Okay, that voltage is called reverse breakdown voltage, that is VBR. That is, up to this voltage we are going to get very small amount of reverse leakage current. After reaching the breakdown voltage, after reaching this reverse breakdown voltage, this current is suddenly increases. This is about first case. In second case we are going to apply the positive voltage. Due to this positive voltage we are going to get the small amount of forward leakage current. Okay, due to the application of this voltage, this amount of forward leakage current we are going to get. If that is the second case. In third case we are going to increase the voltage between anode and cathode. That is nothing, we are going to increase the forward voltage. By increasing this forward voltage at particular voltage, that is the forward breakover voltage, at particular voltage the SCR starts conducting, means SCR act as a short circuit. Under short circuit condition the voltage is decreases and current is increases. Depending upon this property we are going to draw the third case waveforms. That is voltage, this voltage must be decreases and current must be increases. So by increasing this voltage means voltage is decreases and current is increases, and after reaching the minimum value of voltage this current is suddenly increases. Okay, that is, this is the decrement in voltage. That is, this axis is the voltage axis and this is the current axis. So there is decrement in voltage, similarly there is an increment in current. After reaching the minimum value of voltage, the current is increases. That is about static VI characteristics. In this we are going to consider the concepts of latching current and holding current. Okay, this is the holding current, that is IH and this is the latching current IL. Latching current IL. Now we are going to discuss about what is the latching current and what is the holding current, what is the relation between these two. Coming to concept of holding current and latching current. Okay, these two concepts are very important and relation between these two also very important in gate point of view. Here holding current is represented as IH and it is defined as the minimum current required to turn off the SCR. Minimum current required to turn off the SCR is nothing but holding current. Similarly, the minimum current required to turn on the SCR is nothing but latching current. Here latching current is very much greater than the holding current. The relation between latching current and holding current is given as latching current IL is equal to 2 to 2.5 times of holding current, or latching current IL is equal to 2 to 3 times of holding current. In some textbooks we will get this relation and in some other textbooks we will get this relation. Both the relations are correct relations. That is the relation between latching current and holding current and concept of latching and holding currents. Similarly, coming to concept of forward breakover voltage and reverse breakdown voltage. Forward breakover voltage is defined as the forward voltage at which junction J2 comes into forward bias and SCR starts conducting is nothing but forward breakover voltage. It is defined as VB naught. Similarly, reverse breakdown voltage. The reverse voltage at which the breakdown occurs at junctions J1 and J3 and high amount of reverse current flows through the SCR is nothing but reverse breakdown voltage. These are the concepts of forward breakover and reverse breakdown voltages. That is about the static VI characteristics. Now we are going to discuss about dynamic characteristics of SCR. Before going to characteristics, first we have to know what is the meaning of dynamic characteristics. Dynamic is nothing but variable. The characteristics which does not constant with respect to time are nothing but dynamic characteristics. Or we can define dynamic characteristics as the determination of voltage across SCR, determination of voltage across SCR and current flowing through SCR during turn on and turn off periods of SCR is nothing but dynamic characteristics of SCR. These dynamic characteristics also known as transient characteristics or switching characteristics. Now we are going to discuss about different types of dynamic characteristics during turn on and turn off periods of SCR. First we are going to discuss about the dynamic characteristics during turn on time of SCR. Okay, before going to these characteristics, first we have to know what is the meaning of turn on time of SCR. Okay, this is defined as the time taken by the SCR. Turn on time of SCR is defined as the time taken by the SCR to change from forward blocking mode to forward conducting mode. Forward blocking mode to forward conducting mode, that is nothing but turn on time of SCR. Dynamic characteristics during turn on period of SCR can be classified into three types. Those are, first one is the delay time, second one is rise time and third one is the spread time. Now we are going to discuss about delay time, rise time and spread time in terms of anode current and anode voltage. Coming to delay time, the time taken by the anode current to rise from forward leakage current to 10% of the anode current. 10% of the maximum anode current is defined as delay time, that is in terms of anode current. Similarly, in terms of anode voltage, the time taken by the anode voltage to decrease from maximum value to 90% of the maximum value, that is nothing but delay time in terms of anode voltage. Similarly, coming to rise time, the time taken by the anode current to increase from 10% of maximum anode current to 90% of the maximum anode current, that is in terms of anode current. And coming to in terms of anode voltage, the time taken by the anode voltage to decrease from 90% of VA to 10% of VA. That is nothing but rise time in terms of both anode current and anode voltage. Similarly, coming to spread time, the time taken by the anode current to increase from 90% of IA to maximum value of IA, that is 90% of IA to IA, that is in terms of anode current. And coming to in terms of anode voltage, the time taken by the anode voltage to decrease from 10% of VA to forward voltage drop. We know the forward voltage drop across SCR is 1 to 2 volts. That is, the spread time is defined as time taken by the anode voltage to decrease from 10% of VA to forward voltage drop. Okay, these are the dynamic characteristics during turn on period of SCR. Now we are going to discuss about dynamic characteristics during turn off period of SCR. Dynamic characteristics during turn off period of SCR. Here turn off period is defined as time taken by the SCR to change from forward conducting mode to forward blocking mode is the turn off period of SCR. Now this point is very important, that is once SCR is in conducting mode, by applying some amount of reverse voltage only we can turn off the SCR. Why? Because SCR is a control on and uncontrol off, means by using some amount of reverse voltage only we are going to turn off the SCR. Okay. Now the dynamic characteristics during turn off period can be classified into two types. Those are, first one is the reverse recovery time, second one is the gate recovery time. Now we are going to discuss about reverse recovery and gate recovery times. Reverse recovery time is defined as the time taken by the anode current to remove the charge carriers from the outer junctions J1 and J3. We are having thyristor like this. That is, it is a 4 layer. This is junction J1, J2 and J3. The time taken by the anode current to remove the charge carriers from the outer junctions J1 and J3 is nothing but reverse recovery time. And coming to gate recovery time, the time taken by the anode current to remove the charge carriers from middle junction J2 by using recombination process is nothing but gate recovery time. Here recombination process is nothing but adding the impurities, that is nothing but doping. By using doping process we are going to remove the charge carriers from junction J2, that is nothing but gate recovery time. These are the dynamic characteristics during turn off period of SCR. Now by using this analysis we are going to draw the dynamic characteristics. Now coming to dynamic characteristics, the characteristics which are changing with respect to time. So we are going to consider time on x-axis and we are going to determine the dynamic characteristics in terms of voltage and current. We are also going to draw the waveform for power. Okay, this power concept is very important in gate point of view. Now coming to dynamic characteristics during turn on period of SCR. Okay, we are having 3 times during turn on period of SCR. That is, first one is the delay time, second one is the rise time, third one is the spread time. Now coming to concept of delay time in terms of voltage. Okay, this is the 100% of VA. Time taken by the anode voltage to decrease from 100% to 90% of VA. That is decrease. Anode voltage is decreased from 100 to 90%. Similarly, in terms of anode current, time taken by the anode current to increase from forward leakage current to 10% of IA. That is this thing. Okay, this is the forward leakage current, from forward leakage current to 10% of IA. So this time is the delay time. Okay, this duration is the delay time. Similarly, go for rise time and spread time. coming to rise time, the time taken by the anode voltage to decrease from 90% to 10%, and time taken by the anode current to increase from 10% to 90%. That is, this is the rise time, which is represented as TR. Similarly, coming to spread time, time taken by the anode voltage to decrease from 10% to forward voltage drop, and time taken by the anode current to increase from 90% to maximum value. So this is the spread time. This is spread time TS. After that, SCR is in conducting mode, means current is maximum, which maintains the constant value, and voltage is minimum, that is forward voltage drop. Okay, then by applying the reverse voltage, only we can make the SCR into off state. Whenever this reverse voltage reaches to maximum value, this current becomes 0. And due to the presence of charge carriers at junctions J1, J2 and J3, we are having current in negative direction. And at this moment, the charge carriers at junction J2, that is charge carriers at junction J1 and J3 gets removed. So this duration is called reverse recovery time. Okay, still we are having the charge carriers at junction J2. Due to the charge carriers at junction J2, current is slowly decreases and finally it becomes 0. So this duration is called gate recovery time. Whenever this current reaches to 0, voltage also reaches to 0. That is, at this point current becomes 0, means SCR is in forward blocking mode. So current is forward leakage current and voltage is maximum. Okay, these are the characteristics during turn on period, and these are the characteristics during turn off period of SCR. Now coming to concept of power, during which duration the power losses are maximum across the SCR. If we consider during delay time, power is the product of voltage and current. If we consider during delay time voltage is maximum but current is minimum. So we are going to get the small amount of power loss during the delay time. During delay time we are going to get the small amount of power. Okay, if we consider rise time, current also maximum, voltage also maximum. So we are going to get the maximum power losses. Again, during spread time also voltage is minimum, current is maximum, means we are going to get the small amount of power losses. So during rise time only we are going to get the maximum amount of power losses. That is the concept of dynamic characteristics during turn on and turn off periods of SCR. I think everyone having that doubt. That is why initially we are going to consider voltage is maximum and current is minimum. That is very simple, ma. That is, this is the on time. On time means time taken by the SCR to change from forward blocking mode to forward conducting mode. Means initially SCR is in forward blocking mode. In forward blocking mode it acts as a open switch. Okay, under open circuit condition voltage value is maximum and current value is minimum. Due to this concept, initially we are going to consider voltage is 100% and current is forward leakage current. Okay, this is about characteristics of SCR. Thank you.